And how's everybody doing, man? It is your boy West Coast. We are live in the building. We are live on all platforms. All platforms are currently up streaming. I got West Coast Cowboy on Facebook streaming. I got Landlord Sports on YouTube streaming. I got HTM Sports on YouTube streaming. And I got West Coast Cowboy on YouTube streaming, man. And we're on Twitter for all my twiggers. You feel me? So, yo, man, we live on all platforms, man. We are here in the building, man, ready to give you guys y'all daily content of them Cowboys, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, listen to me. It was some sucker fishes that honestly thought that we was gonna disappear when the Cowboys lost. But I'm gonna tell y'all, if you hate the Cowboys and you hate West Coast and you hate our content, guess what? You probably gonna want to turn off. You wanna know why? Because now that the Cowboys aren't playing, I have nothing else to do but do what? Talk about the Dallas Cowboys. I ain't got nothing else to do. Like, I literally ain't got nothing else to do. Everything my lady had needed me to do for the last 3 months, I knocked it out in 3 days. I actually paid one of my homeboys who's Hispanic, and y'all know they do stuff 2 times faster than the average. I'm just saying, the ones out here, that ain't racial. That's true. Prove me wrong, and I'll say it's racial. But yeah, I hired one of my Hispanic brothers, and man, we got that thing popping, man. So I'm good, man. I'm good. I ain't got no she list I gotta do. So guess what? For the next 7 months, player, only thing we gonna talk about is how to make this team better in every single thing that comes up about the Dallas Cowboys. We'll get a little conversation. So I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you don't want us to talk about the Cowboys, well then don't you talk about the Cowboys. You feel me? But if you talking about the Cowboys, oh yeah, we talking about the Cowboys. But yo, hey, and when I do talk about the Cowboys, y'all know I like to having some of the best in the buildings, man. Hey, it's the 3 amigos of Cowboy content. Arriba de Che! You know what I'm saying? I got HTM Sports in the building. What's up with you, man?
What's good with you, Ken Folk? How you living, man?
I'm Gucci, man. Hey, and then I also got Landlord and Sports in the building. What's up with you? Do you prefer to be called Landlord of Alabama, or do you call Landlord Sports, or do you want to be called Landlord? Do you want to be, or do you not want to be called on the 2nd because rent is due on the 1st? You let me know what you want to be called.
I take cash, checks, debit, credit. You know, I take it all. But you know, Landlord from Alabama is fine, or just Landlord. You know, either one we can rock out like that. You know, and we don't accept money orders. You know, it's 2023, sir. So you know.
Hey, and checks too. Hey, we know we might be good on money orders, but checks for sure. No, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I got something for you though. That'll be dope. It go like this. It's Landlord. You could call me Landlord or anything you want to call me. Just don't call me on the 3rd because rent is due on the 1st.
Put my money in my hand. It's the Lord of the land.
You feel me? Just don't call me on the 3rd because rent is due on the 1st. You know what I'm saying? But yo, let's actually do on the 31st. Keep it real. If you're playing on the 1st, you're late. You feel me? But yo, hey, it's your boy West Coast, man. We about to have ourselves a good show here, man. Hey, I did a show with my boy Law Nation yesterday. A lot of you guys came out and supported. I just want to let y'all know from the bottom of me heart, I appreciate you. Hey, listen to me, man. Whenever we have guests in the house, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through and putting on y'all best behavior. And y'all best behavior is by sharing, caring, watching, trolling, whatever it is that you do, whatever you're gonna do to get through this season. I appreciate y'all doing it on my page yesterday, man. So I just wanted to extend that sense of gratitude real quick. But yo, you guys already know whenever West Coast goes live, there's 2 things you guys must do. First thing you must do is you must hit the share button, right? So I need everybody right now to go hit that share button. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Your fingers are a little burnt out right now from all the sharing and caring we did last year. But guess what, guys? As soon as you lose, guess what happens? The season starts over. Your fingers, they get new grips on the front. So let's wear them out. Let's get it popping. You feel me? All that sharing you did yesterday, that was for 2022. I need shares for 2023 now. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead. You feel me? Let's go ahead and get them shares up. Also, I know you guys got a couple important people that you guys want to show some love to on your page. I'm going to let y'all start it off. Whoever wants to start it off first, go ahead and show some love to some people tapping in on your YouTubes.
I'll pop it off real quick. Miss Charlene Evans, I appreciate you for tapping in with me.
Time out. Hold up real quick.
Yeah, that's Auntie.
Time out. I need to pause real quick. Because, Auntie, I don't mind. Listen to me. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to, like, stop you from watching other channels. But all I'm saying is you need to get another phone because when I shout out, I had best to see a Charlene Evans in my comments. You feel me? Because I share enough around here, god dang it. But I'm just saying, go ahead. That's all I'm saying, Auntie. You better figure it out by the time I say my shout-outs. That's all I got to say. Go ahead. Go ahead, Henny.
All right. Hey, Craig Lofkin, I appreciate you for reaching
Craig
out, man.
Over there, too?
Nah, I see him say, he said, what's up? So
okay. I just want to like, what the hell?
But NFZ is over here. What's up with you, man? What's up with you, NFZ? I appreciate you for tapping in. There's more people watching, but those are the only ones that have commented. So everybody else that's watching, please coming in. I can't see who all's watching on YouTube without comments. So, Landlord, you want to take over?
Hey, real quick, I want to say something before Landlord says something. We have a new rule. If you're watching on YouTube, right, and you don't say anything, you're being weird. Because we have now expressed to you guys, we want to say hi to you. We want to say hello to you. You know what I'm saying? Stop window shopping. Come into the store. Say hi. You got better credit than you think you do.
Jazzy Jeff just stepped in the store. What's good with you,
What's up with you, man? There you go.
Bruce got Toxic Juice. Likes on all pages. I know that's right. Hey, I appreciate y'all.
All right, there you go. All right, Landlord. Hey, let's
get it. Okay, shout out to my people over here rocking with me. Shout out to T Smooth TV, C Burleson, Jenna Herrera, Gary Murphy, LaMetra Doro, the Cowboys Fun Chapel, Max Fries, Akeem Brown, Dean Cloud, Queen Cowboy Sports, Tammy Montoya, Fish 82, the Buzzer Beater. You know what I'm saying? Bruce got the toxic juice everywhere. He's a man of many hats, you understand?
Many phones,
and shout out to South Texas, King Music, Hoodlum. We in the building today, man. William Anthony. Hey, I know I got a lot of wrenches in the building. You know, I need y'all to hit that like and share button for the squad. It will not charge a card. Wherever you are, please hit that like and share button for us, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us today. Let's get it.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. You guys, I ain't gonna lie, Landlord. You got some hoodlums over there in your comment box. Goddamn.
Hey,
some of them names, goddamn.
Yeah.
I'd be scared to get some of them wrenches. Goddamn, boy.
Look, we nefarious over
You got
here,
some
man.
Unsavory characters over there in your comment box. He got a dude over there called. He got a dude over there called. If you owe me $20, you better not come on YouTube. Goddamn.
Hold on, somebody said I ain't read a super chat. Or was that mine?
Read that super chat. I'm about to go grab some super water real quick.
Hey, Gianna Chase said, y'all, they is nefarious and they is in the trap right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bruce got a tie juice said nefarious trapping. Absolutely. Somebody who said that somebody I ain't read a super chat, or was that my comments? I'm not sure.
I don't know. No, they these comments jumping right now. I can't even see them. They move so fast.
Yeah.
Y'all, if y'all was talking to me, say it again, because I can't find the comment. Shout out to Chris Davis in the building, Joe Tranchana over here. You
that's
understand?
the Trina, man.
That's the homie.
That's the homie, man.
That's the homie, man.
That's the homie.
Hey, he said he in Italy, you know. I understand me.
He tapping in.
All right, so let me.
Queen Cowboy said, what was your comment, Miss Queen? I'm sorry.
You
said it was yesterday?
Hey, let me shout out these folks on Facebook real quick because, man, I ain't even gonna lie. They know they pay the bills over here and they will remind me. West Coast.
Yes, sir.
West Coast. I'm coming. All right, here we go. What up, Craig? I see you, man. What's up, Reginald? I see you. Patrice, I appreciate you for your honey band. Appreciate you for them honey stars. Taurus Sky says, I don't know if y'all want to say it to me, but hey, listen to me. If you're a 49er gang and you watching, I'm not tripping, man. You have earned the right to say whatever you want to say. Y'all put us out. Just be respectful and show West Coast the same respect I'm going to show you. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. You feel me? But if you want to bang in the comments, do what you bang, Niner gang. I ain't tripping. Now, y'all earn that. I ain't tripping. I'm a real ass football watcher as well as being a real ass Cowboy fan, so I ain't going to rob you of that. You feel me? I just know I don't do that, though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all lose to Philadelphia, you're never going to see my face. You'll never hear me again until we play y'all in the regular season next year. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And it's not because I don't care about you. It's just that I'm so selfish. Like, I'm like the most selfish Cowboy fan. Like, I feel like I should only be paying attention to my team. Like, I don't know. I'm weird like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm weird like that. I'm really selfish. No, I wasn't an only child, but I am an only teamer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about anybody else's team. You know what I'm saying? So, Patrice, what's up with you? Torres Scott, what's up with you? Zach, What's up with you? Anthony Taylor says West Coast cry ass. Hey, I am, man. I'm very emotional. Very, very emotional about my Cowboys. Always. Roger Smith, what's up with you? Micah Spencer. Bubba, what's up with you, boy? Roger Smith, I see you. Anthony Taylor, I see you. Dwayne, I see you. And Peter Rizzo, I got the mob in the building. Appreciate you. Karen, appreciate you. Karen with your 190 stars. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, auntie. Roger Smith, Renee, what's up with you, Renee? Sean was the first person that said something to me on Facebook, so I appreciate him for being the first person. Reginald Sterling, I see you too. And let's see what we got on YouTube real quick, very, very quickly. I got my boy Swain slanging it in there with the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, boy. I got Little Baby 38. What's up with you, man? Appreciate you representing Wrench Gang. You know what the wrenches mean? That means if your ass start getting out of line, they're going to tighten you up. Corin McGrain, what's Corin? No, I want to say that's Corin. Corin, what's up with you? Appreciate you for tapping in. Alan, what's up with you, Alan? Miguel, Jeffrey, Andreas, C. Mac 10, Lil Bailey, Hoodlum, Thomas Spur, Ryan, what's up with you? Cavarius, I see you, Gregory, Manuel. Hey, all you guys, if you have not already, the reason why I'm saying your name is because I am asking you guys to hit that share button and that star button. Now you owe me, right? I just showed you love. Now I need you to reciprocate that by hitting that share button or hitting that star button. That's just what it is. You feel me? If you want the Dallas Cowboys to go back at it next year and go at it with a harder intensity than what they did this year, show us right now by sharing the content and hitting that star button, all right? I got 18 shares on Facebook. Even though I got 150 of y'all up in here, some of y'all are stealing from the church. That's all I got to say, man. That offering bucket didn't win by twice. Your ass is getting – you said you was getting change. I saw you put a 20 in your pocket. That's all I'm going to say. It's between you and the Lord. You know if you're not sharing. You know if you're not sharing. You know. I'm talking to you. You know you ain't sharing. Hit that share button. Stop playing. All right, let's get it because we're going to do ours. I need you to do yours. You feel me? So let's go, man. Let's go, man. So first, I dropped a video this morning, man, about because listen, we're going to be making a lot of content off of stuff. I'm going to be making a lot of content. HTM gonna make a lot of content. My boy Landlord gonna be making a lot of content. And right now, since there's not Cowboys actual games to be played, a lot of our content is gonna be centered around what is going on in the Cowboys world, the Cowboys sphere. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. The biggest subject right now in the Cowboys sphere, outside of us having 157 people in here and only 32 people sharing, that's pretty crazy. Those numbers just don't add up.
Shout out to Swain with the $10 super sticker. We appreciate you, sir.
Swain letting the money fly by. I appreciate it.
Swain ain't playing.
He ain't playing at all. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Swain. And then he gonna give my boy HTM he gonna give him a subscribe. Remember, HTM's not monetized yet, so you got to give him a subscribe. It's the same thing. Help him get there, right?
You can hit that CashApp though.
Yes, sir. Hey, the biggest subject right now in the nation is outside of getting rid of your quarterback. And listen to me, we've had that conversation. We did that yesterday. Yesterday was National Get Rid of Your Quarterback. I told y'all had 24 hours to figure out a way to get him off the team without killing your team. Nobody came up with a viable option to do it. So guess what? We're moving on. Okay?
Exactly. Now,
you guys want Lamar Jackson. Let's talk about, listen to me, mathematically, it does not work. It's not possible. But guess what I told you guys? We got 7 months to talk about whatever we want to talk about. So if you want to talk about Tony Romo being better than Dak, we can even have that conversation one day. Not today, but one day. So, hey, guys, our season's over. Let's talk about Dallas Cowboys bringing in Lamar Jackson. Why not? Y'all talking about it, so let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I dropped the video. In an hour, it's up to 3,500 views. So y'all are watching that. Y'all know what West Coast thinks. Landlord, I'm going to let you go first. What are your thoughts? Actually, no. I'm going to let HTM go first. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why, too. I'm going to let HTM go first because he's going to present some numbers that I think will then allow Landlord, because Landlord, when he a financial guy, he like to know if the numbers match. So HTM is going to bless us with some numbers real quick. Then I think that's going to make your point, whether it be for or against, stronger or whatever. So go ahead, HTM. I'm going to let him add a 4 first because we get them numbers out the way. Go ahead.
Okay, so let's just talk about the actual finances around the situation, right?
Damn, I thought you was talking about stats. He said, let's get into the numbers, the money. Okay.
We're gonna do both. So like numbers are numbers. 2 plus 2 in Texas is 2 plus 2 in Alabama and 2 plus 2 in it's in California, it's all the same. It's all gonna equal 4.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna talk about the numbers real quick. So Lamar Jackson is looking to be the highest paid quarterback in football. There's no telling where that number actually going to fall at, because you got other quarterbacks coming up. You got Justin Herbert, who's the golden boy. He's going to get a big contract for no apparent reason.
What's the highest paid quarterback right now and how much he's making?
Let's look at it. So Aaron Rodgers made $50 million this year. So let me just look.
That's number one.
NFL QB contracts, right? Let's just look at that. Let's look at it. Aaron Rodgers had a 4-year, $150 million contract. It averaged out at $50.2 million a year. Russell Wilson, $49 million. Kyler Murray, $46 million. So looking right now, like the per average salary is $50 million per year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes, is up there too, $45 million. So there's a bunch of guys that are making well over $40 million. So if he wants to reset the market, he would either have to reset it in guaranteed money. Because remember, Deshaun Jackson, even though his contract is lower, he got $230 million fully guaranteed.
Jeez.
So he wants to either get reset it in yearly average, would be over $50 million, or he want to reset it in guaranteed, will be over $230 million. So that is where we sit with Lamar Jackson. That is what he wants. Because if you believe the reports, and I cannot, pull out the validity of some of the reports, they say he already turned down a $230 million contract.
That's so much.
Because of the guarantee.
Think about this. Dak is only making $160.
Yep. Dak Prescott is actually the 9th highest paid quarterback right now. He's only the 9th highest paid quarterback in the league right now. So, yeah. So it's not like
yeah, financially, I mean, think about this. If you have a problem with Dak Prescott making $40 million, and think about this, Dak Prescott's last game, he was 100% healthy. Lamar Jackson, whoever signs him, you're going to be signing a guy that in a playoff game said that he could not play. And let's just be real. There were guys in that organization who did not believe him. Now, I am not here to say whether here or there. I'm just stating what's going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, I think this is kind of a moot point. Bringing in a Lamar Jackson, I think, but like I said, we have so much time available. So why not talk about, give y'all your opportunities? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the comparison, because I also think a lot of you guys have, one of the major factors of bringing in anybody, and this name is very, very trending and should be trending in the Cowboy Nation, is Kellen Moore. Could Lamar Jackson even work with Kellen Moore? Because let's just be real, it doesn't look like Dak Prescott is really working with Kellen Moore very well. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about that. Go ahead, drop those numbers real quick so my boy Landlord can get his piece off.
Right, because we're talking about a very mobile quarterback in Lamar Jackson. He averages close to 11 rushing attempts, per game over his course of his career. And when you actually look at Dak Prescott as a runner, his production steeply fell when Kellen Moore became the offensive coordinator, because I got the numbers right here in front of me. In the 3 seasons before Kellen Moore got there as the offensive coordinator, Dak Prescott ran the ball 189 times for 944 yards and 18 rushing touchdowns. In the 4 seasons since Kellen Moore became the offensive coordinator, Dak Prescott has ran the ball 163 times for 698 yards and only 8 rushing touchdowns. So, if you just compare the amount of attempts and the amount of rushing touchdowns that Dak Prescott has, all that has taken a steep plummet since Kellen Moore has been the offensive coordinator. What also has increased is Dak Prescott's passing attempts, because in his first 3 seasons, Dak Prescott only averaged around 30 passing attempts. Right now, under Kellen Moore, Dak Prescott is averaging 38 passing attempts in the 4 years since he's been here. So, his rushing attempts are down, his passing attempts are up. And when you think about his accolades, Dak Prescott has not made a Pro Bowl since Kellen Moore's been here. The 3 years that before Kellen Moore got here, he was a 2-time Pro Bowler, Rookie of the Year. He had a winning record against winning teams. He had won 2 times as many games that he had lost. He was 32-16. And when Kellen Moore gets here, all those numbers have plummeted. There's a losing record against winning teams over that time span. There's more turnovers in that time span since Kellen Moore's been here. Now, the overall passing numbers look better because he throws the ball a lot more. But like efficiency wise, winning wise, award wise, like Kellen Moore has had a negative effect on Dak Prescott. So Dak Prescott, who himself is a mobile quarterback, is being used as a pocket passer. So there is nothing pointing to me believing in Kellen Moore being able to take advantage of Lamar Jackson, because he's not even taking advantage of the running quarterback he has right now.
Yeah, and Lamar needs to run more.
He needs to run more. Because when you compare what Lamar does, Lamar passes the ball for his career 23 times a game.
23 times a game.
And you compare it to what Kellen Moore wants to do. Kellen Moore at one year, Kellen Moore had Dak Prescott averaging 44 passing attempts in a game. And it would have been higher than that had Dak Prescott not got hurt. It was the season that when Dak Prescott, broke his leg. He was averaging 44.4 passing attempts that year. He would have easily averaged 50.
Jesus.
See, that's my point. Like, I'm thinking we talking about Lamar Jackson without Kellen. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kellen, like, if we talking about him with Kellen, like, that would be a disaster. With Kellen.
And the
that'll be a disaster.
The reason I say with Kellen is because Frank Wright has popped up as the Carolina Panthers' favorite candidate. So, like, it doesn't even seem like Kellen Moore is getting any traction with the one team that wanted to interview him.
Facts.
So let's talk about this then. With Deshaun, with Lamar Jackson, with Kellen Moore. Like, Kellen isn't even creative in the run game.
Facts.
For one, you have to have a whole scheme for Lamar Jackson. Like, if you think because we already see he been going against the grain with Dak. Like, Dak is not just no pure pocket passer like that. He need to be utilized with play action and rollouts and a lot of different things that can enhance Dak Prescott. And he's not doing that. He's failing at that. So if you think about it with Lamar Jackson, these keys it'll be way more emphasis on these keys. You actually need to do these things for him to be successful. Like, if you even play with Lamar Jackson and just make him a drop back passer, you probably gonna have a worse product than you got now. You know what I'm saying? You need a real life scheme around Lamar Jackson. And Kellen Moore, we know he doesn't have a scheme. He's a play caller. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you'll have to rebuild Kellen Moore's whole offense to even try to act like you finna be able to play with him. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, shout out to my boy Mucho Boomin. He says HTM seems poised and very informed. That man got them numbers. Salute to you, fellas, Landlord and West Coast. HTM, appreciate you.
Shout out to y'all.
But yeah, I mean, I'm in total agreement with both of you guys. Like, I think this is just the Lamar Jackson thing is a 100% knee-jerk reaction. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you, only after Dak loses in a playoff game would you guys be interested in getting rid of your quarterback and replacing him with a quarterback who was not even healthy enough to help them win their own playoff game. And to mention, Dak Prescott actually has more playoff wins than Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson just has a better name than Dak Prescott because he's never actually played for the Dallas Cowboys. I remember my pastor said one thing. He said, you know what? Every church is perfect until you go there. You know what I'm saying? Like every church is perfect until you actually get there. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what
one thing he do got, though. He do got an MVP.
He do.
So that's something they can live off of. But I mean, we know that most of that was on his legs. He did have a lot of touchdown passes, but not a whole lot of not a whole lot of yardage that year.
Yeah, and think about this. He's 3 years removed from the MVP, and in the last 2 years, he's only played 12 games. Like, Lamar Jackson's only played 24 games in the last 3 years. And remember, those are 2 seasons of 17 games. So that's 34 games and 24. He's missing 10 games in the last 2 years. That's going to be your starting quarterback. You know what that means? That means if 12 out of 17, bruh, you know what that means? That means you have to also have a really good backup quarterback because there's a really good chance he's going to miss 5 games a season. Now, everybody's like, yeah, but Dak Prescott, man, that's recent. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, people are asking, why are we talking about Lamar? Because people are in our inbox with the little gifts and all the other stuff. Talk about they need to get Lamar to Dallas, all this other stuff. That's why we're talking about it. Mm-hmm. And let me ask y'all, since Lamar is better than Dak Prescott, in what metric outside of running?
Facts.
You can't say completion percentage because Dak beats him there. You can't say wins because Dak beats him there. You can't say playoff wins because Dak beats him there. So you like Lamar Jackson because he doesn't play for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not knocking Lamar. He's an MVP. He's a great player. He's a very special talent. But my problem is, like, y'all love every quarterback except for the quarterback you have.
Facts.
See, let me address some of these people because like all they see is Dak. Now Dak was the problem in that game, but this is something I want to let y'all realize. Okay, if you're a real Cowboy fan, you know this to be true. It does seem like, okay, we know Dak is just not a pure pocket passer, but it seems like they trying to force him into that. So that's a problem with the system right there alone. You see what I'm saying? Like, look at the way Philly go about their business. Like, they're not forcing anything. They just doing what works. We're not doing that. You see what I'm saying? We're trying. It seems like we play offense like we trying to prove something. That's what my point is. And it looks like they want to win their way. That's when it's a problem. So it's like we doing a system that's not the best for the quarterback.
That's true.
See what I'm saying? You're not using him the right way. So that's the whole job of an OC. You should be making it easier on that. Like, even if like I said, if he's terrible, that means you should be scheming up a whole lot better plays and getting a whole lot better talent around him. You know what I'm saying?
And think about this. It's like, I don't think you need Lamar Jackson, and I don't think the Cowboys need Lamar Jackson, but I do believe this. Lamar Jackson's been pretty successful in the NFL, right? For the most part, he's been pretty successful, right? It's like maybe you need to go call the guy who maybe figured out, hey, these, because one thing I will say about about Baltimore is Baltimore understands what they have in Lamar Jackson. Like, they're also not out here trying to make him be something that he's not. You know, I think that's the biggest, and that's really the conversation I want to go to kind of have next is like, you know, and this is a conversation, one of my first videos that I made was simply this, like, man, the Dallas Cowboys need to decide who they going all in on. You need to go all in on Kellen Moore, or you going to all go all in on your quarterback. Because as of right now, you can't do both. Because they are not good. They are not good together. And I think you made a really good point, Landlord, when you said that, you know, an offensive coordinator's job is to do what? Is to help the damn quarterback. That's your job. Yeah. Like that, you're saying he's your number one priority. You're not out there talking to wide receivers. You're not out there talking to linebacker. You're out there he's talking to Dak the entire game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let's just be real, man. Like, this marriage has not worked. Kellen Moore wants to do one thing that is not the strength of the quarterback you have. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If you got to switch your whole quarterback out, bruh, you're not a good offensive coordinator. Because you know what that also means? That means what if you get the quarterback that you absolutely need for you, and the third play of the game he gets hurt? Like,
you're supposed to be able to maximize the talent you have. That's why I said the reason it feel like it's a tug of war battle going on, because Kellen Moore is forcing people into a scheme instead of making a scheme around his players. That's why it seems so difficult. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, bro, we just went over that the other day. Tony Pollard supposed to been used a whole different way. You want to know why Tony Pollard couldn't get more receiving yards and more receiving catches? Because that ain't a part of Kellen Moore's scheme. He don't run schemes like that. You want to know why Cooper couldn't get no targets last year? Because that wasn't a part of Kellen Moore's scheme. You know, the reason CeeDee Lamb got his targets this year is because I'm sure that came from the Joneses. They said, I'm sure they was like, man, you better get 88 the ball.
Yeah.
That's probably the only reason he got his targets. Because he 88. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, someone in here made a really good point. They said about Jalen Hurts. They basically said that, you know, a good example of that is he says Jalen Hurts is prospering because him and his OC's chemistry. And I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that, because it's like this. It is absolutely impossible to not even to expect to think that someone's gonna play great every single week. That's just not possible. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you this like this. Good OCs help their quarterbacks. Like, and it's like there's a level of sport where, like, think about this. Kyle Shanahan is 100% helping Brock Purdy. 100% helping him.
Say that again. And this man Shanahan scheming people 5 yards open.
Bruh, Shanahan, listen to me. Shanahan is 100% helping his quarterback. And it's like, that's what you're looking for. And I'm going to tell you this right now. It doesn't matter what you're paying a guy. Let's think about you. Your job pays you. If your job gave you a raise right now, would that automatically make you smarter or better at your job? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That is a reward for what you have already done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why they don't give you a raise the first day of the work. Why don't we get a raise the first day of the job? Why? Because you haven't done anything. You get you get your raise after what? A year.
Let me say this. Something. I do want to hold Dak accountable though. The reason I want to hold him accountable for a whole nother reason that y'all ain't thinking about. I want to hold Dak Prescott accountable for agreeing to this foolishness. He agreed to this foolishness. He let these people take his weapons away while other teams aggressively acquire talent. They sitting up here taking yours away, and you just sitting up here trying to be a good old soldier with your head down and try to complete the mission, but you don't understand. They gonna get you out of here.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
You better pay attention to this.
Yourself, sir. You better stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, see, I'm gonna blame Dak on that because you sat up here and agreed to that, sir.
Yeah.
You see Philly over here going to get people. They took yours away, bro.
Yeah.
They took yours away. They sit up here and boost your head up and let you come into this game expecting to win a Super Bowl or go on a Super Bowl run with CD Lamb.
Excellent player.
With CD Lamb, and that's it.
And that's it.
You should have stood up for yourself, and when they came to you with that foolishness, you should have told them, no, go get me some weapons. Go get me somebody else. That's on Dak right there. Dak agreed to this mission. He trying to be a good old soldier with his head down, man. I don't like that. Dak, you got to stand up for yourself. Somebody like A-Rod and stuff, y'all don't like them, but you don't understand. Them people, they really honor themselves because they ain't trying to let them play with their legacy. They playing with your legacy.
Yeah. And, and I'm gonna tell you, and I know y'all get all mad when I say this, but I'm bringing it up. I don't give a damn because it's off season and you can't cancel me in the off season. Viewers is gonna go down anyway because y'all gonna stop watching. You know what I'm saying? Wait. Unless you're one of those Cowboy fans that said in 2023, I'm going to do it different. I am not going to check out and be a Dodgers fan for the next 6 months and pretend like I can get that through to training camp. Remember, we all committed we weren't going to do that, right? Okay, let's lock back in. Remember, we locking in this whole season. This whole season. 2023 season started when? Yesterday. Okay, let's get back on it. Go finish your point, landlord.
Yeah, man, I'm just saying, bro, like, Dak, you gotta, man, look, you should have followed suit that Mike McCarthy followed. Mike McCarthy said he know the program. He done been around this corner before. Did Mike McCarthy shut up and be a good soldier?
Nope.
No, he did not. Mike McCarthy said, I don't like option routes. Mike McCarthy started standing up for himself.
Publicly.
You see what I'm saying? So Dak should have followed suit, bro, because you don't understand. They're not going to give you no brownie points for taking this L for them.
Nope.
They are going to kick you up out of here, bro. And you sitting up here trying to be a good soldier. That's not admirable, sir. That's not admirable. And they're going to look at you like a fool. And you going to be the one with the short end of the stick. And you sitting up here accepting all this foolishness.
Facts. And think about this. Think about this, you guys, too. What is the definition of leadership, man? Like, everybody says my boy Dak got he's a great leader. He has a master's degree in leadership. Well, guess what, bro? Leaders lead from the front, my boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Butt kissers don't make good leaders. That's just what it is. They don't make good leaders, bro. And
bro, the natural makeup of a man is not to be agreeable.
And I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. And I'm gonna tell you this. This is the most gangster thing that I'll ever tell you. Folks like that, they'll respect you more.
Yes.
They'll respect. Listen to me. Jerry Jones might fight with your ass, but in the back of his mind, he gonna be like,
"This is my guy.
This is my motherfucker right here. I like this motherfucker."
Yeah.
Because think about this. The natural tendency of a man is to what? Hunt. You feel me? We want to hunt. We want to get
non-agreeable. That's what I said, bro. Like, it's in our biology, bro. It's in our
But
DNA.
We respect it, though.
Look, what men will do over the time of history. A man will pick up his sword about what he believe in. Dak, you supposed to been picking up your sword, bro. You tripping. You sitting up here taking this foolishness, y'all. And like, I ain't making no excuses for Dak, but think about this. Even the person who want to blame it all on Dak, look at how he rolled in here. Look at how we rolled in here compared to what Philly them got. And look at how aggressive San Francisco went and got CMC. Look what we did, y'all. See, that's what I'm saying. Then the same people who want to throw Dak under the bus and blame one person, they was the ones who was saying we were going to win 8 games, win 9 games.
Yep, 7 games.
So now how you go from having lower expectations to now saying this man got to win a Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
That's foolishness, bro. That's foolishness.
It is crazy. And, like, I do hold Dak Prescott accountable. He played awful, this last game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. His interceptions were costly. We lost by 1 possession, and the turnovers led to 6 points. So, like, if you want to do the basic math, yes, like, he was one of the primary reasons we lost that game. But however, like, people are, they judge that week to week. Like, they did not have the same energy just the week before when he scored 5 touchdowns and had the best playoff game in franchise history.
No,
they didn't say anything.
Chase Dub just said something. He said, "How much say does Dak have with a GM like Jerry?"
I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. I'm gonna tell you something real quick. That is a cop out. That right there is a cop out. You want to know why? Because I know this. I learned this in the game, right? If I go to the plug and I ask the plug for $100, I ask the plug for $100, right? $100 million, right? And the plug give me $1 million. Guess what? The plug got $99 million in his pocket still. You know what he gonna be doing? He gonna hit me up. Hey man, I need my money, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? If I go to the plug, as Landlord say, the trap. I go to the trap and I borrow $99 million from the plug. Guess what? I'm the plug now. I'm the captain. What they say on I am your captain now. You know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott. Yeah. When you have the largest percent of the cap in your pocket, you're in charge, bro. Listen to me. There's a saying in the hood, and it goes like this: the man with the gun is in charge.
Straight up.
There you go.
Just like Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy sat up there and he's saving face. He's been around this block before. He's sitting up here like, man, I'm not finna let these people just drag my name. I'm sorry, like, bro. Mike McCarthy didn't supposed to say all this stuff that we heard him say, y'all. I want y'all to know that right now.
Facts.
Mike McCarthy didn't supposed to be saying, I don't like option route. Mike McCarthy said he is not finna fall on his sword because he know he gonna be the first one out of here.
Yeah,
he know this.
Yeah. Hey, and let's swing this back to Kellen Moore, because I want to talk about something that I think has just been overlooked. Like, Kellen Moore wears a lot of hats, and I think one of the hats he has to name is there's a new hat that I want to give him, and it is Kellen Moore, the Superstar Killer. That's exactly what he does.
Straight up.
Kellen Moore has an uncanny way of taking guys. Listen to me. They literally thought Dak Prescott was literally about to change the dynamics of the NFL. Now he sucks. They thought Ezekiel Elliott was about to do this. Now he sucks. Think about this. Amari Cooper. Listen, we gave him Amari Cooper. Amari left here and y'all said he was a bad receiver. He couldn't do this. That boy went up there to Cleveland Brown with bags on their head, 3 different quarterbacks, and had a career season. Bruh, like, I'm just being real with y'all. I'm just being all the way real with y'all. Kellen Moore, he has listen, Tony Pollard. Look at Tony Pollard. Y'all want to talk about Zeke? Listen, y'all want to talk about Zeke? No, let's pause and talk about Tony Pollard. In the last 5 games, Tony Pollard has 212 yards. And guess what? He has 0 touchdowns in the last 5 games. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? It can't be.
Just give him the ball.
Listen to me. It can't. It gotta be the quarterback's fault. It gotta be Dak's fault. Maybe it's Tony Pollard's fault. Maybe he doesn't want to score.
No.
Hey, because he is in a career year, so maybe he's thinking that he'll keep his stats real low so the Cowboys can afford him.
Hell no.
You think that's what's going on?
Of course not.
So I'm
Absolutely
not. So my question is this: Tony Pollard was healthy. So it's like I see the only common denominator that I see, not even in Jerry Jones. Listen to me. We're going to be smart Cowboy fans. There is nothing Jerry Jones can do outside of firing somebody or just taking them all the way off the team to do that. That's Kellen Moore. Jerry Jones is an 85-year-old man, bruh. He ain't affecting that much. Think about this. And for all y'all be saying, listen to me. I'm going to keep it real. Jerry Jones doesn't run his household the way I run mine. Because if I'm dreaming about eating some cheesecake while I'm in the shower, when I get my ass out the shower, I'm going to get some cheesecake. Want to know why? Because I'm daddy. We only got $50. I ain't tripping. We'll eat oodles and noodles, but daddy's getting his cheesecake. Right? Jerry Jones said that he was dreaming about Dez Bryant in the shower. Guess what? His ass did not get on this team. No, he didn't. Jerry Jones also said we're going to go as far as Zeke takes us. Bro, Zeke got less carries since then. So guess what? Jerry's not even in charge. Yeah, he talk. But Jerry ain't even getting what he want in Dallas.
That's wild to think about.
He not even getting what he wants.
That's why I said yesterday, man, Jerry, like this season right here, we need nefarious Jerry back.
Facts.
I'm telling y'all, because listen, bro, Jerry, this team is way too close. Like, I know we mad, I know we angry because we took that L. We did take an L. But we lost a 1-score game to the number 1 defense, to a team that's been going to NFC championships. Know what I'm saying? They've been here. So if you think about that, we lost a 1-score game. That means you're a team that's close. You see what I'm saying? That means you're close. So teams that are close, they go and be aggressive. That's what they do. And they go and aggressively move up in the draft. They go aggressively go after the top free agents. That's what they do. So that's why I said I started a movement yesterday on my show. Bring back the old Jerry. # bring back the old Jerry, because if you want to succeed in the next year or two, or even be competitive at this point, we need Jerry to be active in this free agency market. We need him. Like, we don't need the conservative penny pinching Stephen Jones. You know what I'm saying? We need Jerry Jones back. We need the old Jerry back. Sir, you shouldn't have never been listening to your son to begin with. That's what I'm saying. Go and get your show back.
And listen, people talking about we can't put everything on Kellen Moore. We're not. We already said Dak played bad. But I also seen Dak Prescott play without Kellen Moore. And like I said, Dak Prescott won a playoff game without Kellen Moore. Look damn good doing it. I seen Dak Prescott throw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns against Aaron Rodgers as a rookie without Kellen Moore as his offensive coordinator. I seen him beat Russell Wilson without Kellen Moore as his offensive coordinator. I seen him play 2 good games in the divisional round without Kellen Moore. His one bad game in the divisional round came with Kellen Moore as his offensive coordinator. So is that coincidence?
Henny, hit him with the numbers. Hit him with the Dak. Because listen to me, I was watching my boy Boss Cowboy show yesterday, and he got one of the best shows out there in the world. I'm gonna keep it real.
Thanks.
As far as like aesthetically looking, like as you watching a program, Boss Cowboy got the best show on air. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you, I'm 2023, you're getting your roses. That's just what it is. But listen, he was on the show. I was watching the show yesterday, and there was a comment that came up, and it was about Kellen Moore, you know what I'm saying, and about the processes. And I kind of had, Boss Cowboy was saying, he was elaborating on, like, he's been in systems and stuff like that. And Big James came in, and Big James was like, well, you tell me this. If you see Dak Prescott in a different system, would you, if he plays bad, would that be on Dak? And then Boss Cowboy kept it real, and he said, yeah, that would be on him. And then Big James was like, okay, I can agree with you. I want to see him in a new system. And I was thinking in my head, like, bros, he has been in 2 different systems. Dak Prescott is on his 2nd offensive coordinator of his career. He has been in 2 different systems. And guess what? I remember when Dak first came in the league, y'all hated him because he was what? Dink and dunk. That was what? Scott Linehan. We got with Kellen Moore, and now he's, guess what? Doing what you guys want him to do, but y'all don't understand. If you want to go for home runs, you got to take the strikeouts too. Henny, hit him with the numbers, the Linehan numbers, and then hit him with the Moore numbers, because, man, it's ridiculous. Go ahead.
All right. So, Dak Prescott, 2016, in Scott Linehan's system, he threw the ball 459 times, had 311 completions. There was a 67.8 completion percentage. He averaged 28 passing attempts a game, threw for 3,667 yards, had 23 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and 6 rushing touchdowns. Had a had a passer rating of 104.9, which was the highest of his career. 2017, Dak Prescott threw the ball 490 times, 308 eight completions. There were 30 pass attempts, 3,324 yards, 22 passing touchdowns. At this point, this is probably the worst season he had under Linehan. 13 interceptions, but he still had 6 rushing touchdowns. So he finished the season with 28 total touchdowns, and he had an 86.6 passer rating. Now, 2018, this is the year where he won his playoff game. He completed 67.7% of his passes, 3,885 yards, 22 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions, still ran for 6 touchdowns, and had a 96.9 passer rating. So he had great numbers over the course of that. So he had 67 passing touchdowns, 18 rushing touchdowns. So Dak Prescott had 85 total touchdowns in that 3-year span. So I think everybody would agree his first 3 seasons got off to a good start, made 2 Pro Bowls, was Rookie of the Year, won a playoff game.
This is all without Kellen Moore.
All without Kellen Moore.
Slowed it down, because Henny, you be talking slow but talking fast all at the same time. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Y'all boys in the South is crazy, man. It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. We can't do that in Cali. You know what I'm saying? We talk slow or we gonna talk fast. This is what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But he talking slow and fast all at the same time. So listen, and hey, we have a rule over here. When Henny start dropping these numbers, I need you guys to put those numbers in the comment box. There's a reason why we dropping these numbers, because these numbers is what make the points. These are not our opinions. These are factual numbers. So go ahead, Henny, hit him with the overall numbers, real quick.
Right. So Dak Prescott in those 3 years was 32-16. He had 85 total touchdowns. He had 1 playoff win, made 2 Pro Bowls, and was a Rookie of the Year. And these are all his career highlights. All his career accolades and awards came in 3 years before Kellen Moore became the OC. All right. Now, if you look at the numbers when Kellen Moore took over, Kellen Moore became the offensive coordinator in the 2019 season, right? Dak Prescott in 2019 only completed 65% of his passes. He averaged 37 passing attempts. He threw for 4,902 yards, threw for 30 touchdowns, threw 11 interceptions, and he only had 3 rushing touchdowns.
Hey, Dominique is asking you, can you also talk about those turnovers? Because if you guys notice, before, Dak Prescott turned the ball over way less before Kellen Moore, too. You want to know why? Because he was throwing the ball less. I mean, that's kind of obvious.
Yes, he turned the ball over way less. Because Dak Prescott, actually, if he had not gotten hurt in 2020, he would have had double-digit turnovers the last 4 seasons. But these 4 years, Dak Prescott has thrown 11 interceptions. Well, the 3 seasons he's been healthy, how about that? He's thrown 11 interceptions, 10 interceptions, and this year 15 interceptions. And you also got to remember, in that time, Dak Prescott is averaging 37 passing attempts. He's averaging 37 passing attempts doing this. So
this can't keep going.
First year, 37 passing attempts. Next year in Kellen Moore's system, he averaged 44.4. What could have easily been 50 if he had not gotten hurt. All right. Then last year, he averaged 37 passing attempts again. This year, in 12 games, he still averaged 33 passing attempts. So what Kellen Moore likes to do, and you can even look at it in the other quarterbacks he had, like Kellen Moore likes to throw the ball a lot. Even the boy that played Arena League football came in here and almost threw 40 times in his only game in the NFL. Ben DiNucci came in and threw the ball 40 times in a road game. So Kellen Moore, regardless of who the quarterback is, he likes to throw the ball an excessive amount of time.
Andy Dalton, Ben DiNucci, Andy Dalton, Ben DiNucci, and Garrett Gilbert all have 38-plus passing attempts in their first game, y'all. First game. Ben DiNucci had never played a game in the NFL, and Kellen Moore let that boy throw the ball 38 times.
That's inexcusable, right?
That's and he's a 6th round pick quarterback.
7th. He was also 7th round pick.
I always forget that we have a 7th round. Oh my God, I always forget that.
Yeah, so like, and don't get me wrong, there are things that Kellen Moore he has excelled with Kellen Moore. Like he's thrown for a bunch of touchdowns, but when you actually look at the amount of turnovers, like we were better off playing the style of play the first couple of years, the more efficient style of play. Because look, Dak Prescott, he's strong. He got the record for most passing touchdowns in the season with Kellen Moore, but we also went one and done that year. You know what I mean? Like we're getting these gaudy stats. He was second in passing yards in franchise history. We didn't even make the playoffs. So like Kellen Moore, like you get numbers playing with Kellen Moore. But you don't actually get the production that you want. You're not getting the win. You're not getting the accolades. Like if anything, these past 4 years have put a hindrance on how people perceive Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott first 3 years in the NFL, he was perceived as a guy that could be the next Tom Brady. He was perceived as one of the young star quarterbacks in the league, just off of winning games. Or the way he was winning games. Like people weren't really caring about the stats. Like he hadn't passed for over 4,000 yards, and people still looked at Dak Prescott as an elite quarterback. Now Dak Prescott has the yardage and the touchdowns and all this, but he also has the turnovers and he has the lack of wins, and people aren't looking at him the same. So and you can say enabler if you want, but like we have statistical facts, supporting this stuff. Like he has been bad. Yes, that's how they looked at him his first 3 years. I'm not saying it was true, but when you look at the talking heads on TV, they weren't dragging Dak Prescott. They were saying, dang, Dak Prescott could be this and that. Dak Prescott, woo-de-woo. They're not saying that it was, well earned, but that is how they were looking at Dak Prescott at the time. That you can go back and look at the shows and stuff where they were talking about Dak Prescott. They had put Dak Prescott on a pedestal his first 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Now a lot of that has worn off and stuff. I'm not saying it's entirely on Kellen Moore, but it's not like Kellen Moore has helped the situation at all.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this too. I think it's proof too, because I love the narrative that people say, well, Moore's system worked with Cooper Rush. Well, that's because they weren't running Moore's system. Cooper Rush was only throwing the ball 16 times. How is that even close to running Moore's system? Right. Moore's system is a pass-heavy system that's based on throwing the ball in short intermediate routes, and you're going to be throwing the ball 35. And think about this. Moore's system is really flawed. You know why? Because he's a guy that believes in throwing the ball 35 to 40 times, but he only believes in throwing the ball 5 to 10 yards. That's only like 4 different routes you can run. That's an in, that's an out, that's a slant, that's a curl. Out curl. I mean, it's really only 3 routes, but you can run them. An out and an in is the same route. You just turning left or turning right. You know what I'm saying? So his system is literally based on guys. His system is really based on a bunch of Reggie Bushes. Because think about this. His system doesn't believe in throwing the deep ball, and it doesn't believe in throwing deep. I mean, it doesn't believe in throwing to the sticks. Throwing to the sticks means that on 3rd and 6, you throw plays that are 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, so that you can automatically get the first down. That's not what we do. What do? We run curl routes. So what does that mean? Even if the wide receiver catches the ball, he then has to turn around and do what? Make a play on a corner that's already in front of him. That makes no sense. That is asking way too much. Why? Because NFL corners, NFL players get paid too, right? And I'm going to tell you this right now. This system was absolutely doomed against the 49ers. And Kellen Moore, I'm going to say this right now. Kellen Moore's system will never beat the 49ers. God is so good. I'm going to tell you why. Oh, my God. I just figured it out right now. I didn't figure it out. God gave it to me. I'm not even going to take credit for that. God gave that to me. For sure. Appreciate you. I'm going to tell you why the Cowboys will never beat the 49ers with that system is because the 49ers are also the what? They're also the number 1 team. They're the number 1 team against the run, right? Well, guess what? If you're really against the run, you know what that means you're also really good at doing? Tackling.
Yeah.
Tackling. If your offensive skill system is running a scheme that is based on your wide receivers getting the ball and making plays against a defense that is really good tackling, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And think about this. Curl routes, that is a route that the corner sees. Because even if you catch the ball, you're going to catch the ball in front of me. So guess what? Now I'm standing broken down in perfect position to do what? Make a tackle on you. Like, I'm going to keep it real with you. This system right here is not designed to beat a team that tackles really good. It's just not. Because you're asking, and think about this, how many Tony Pollards do we have? And think about this, that's why in this game, the only wide receiver that could really get loose was who? CeeDee Lamb. Why? Because he has moves after the catch.
Right.
I'm going to say this, though. Everybody who I see people saying we still making excuses for Dak, bro.
That ain't an excuse.
Dak played bad football, y'all.
Hey, landlord, let me say this real quick. Because let me tell you this real quick. Because people who say excuses, let me first off, if you're saying we are saying excuses, tell me what the definition of an excuse is. Because I'm going to tell you this. I always give you this example when we say excuses. And we're going to say this, and then we're just going to not pay attention to those comments. Because after I say this, you guys are going to understand exactly what I'm saying. All right? My daughter has a curfew, 11 p.m. Your ass better be in the house. 2 weeks ago, she comes in. It's 12:30 in the morning. She has dirt all over her. I'm like, hell you been? You're an hour and 30 minutes after curfew. You're late. You know what she says? Well, Dad, I blew a tire. I tried calling you, but my phone died, and I didn't have my charger. So you know what I did, Dad? What'd you do, son? Baby? I got out there and I changed the tire like you taught me to. It just took me a little bit longer. Now, guess what? I, as her father, can accept that in two ways. I can accept it as a fact and show compassion, or I can accept it as that's an excuse. Your ass should have still been here at 11 o'clock. Well, you should have left an hour and 30 minutes early. Now, guess what? Both of those are very true. Both of those are very true. But I need you guys to understand that an excuse is a fact that you don't want to accept. Listen, it is a fact. It is a fact that that's what this – think about this. The last three interceptions that Dak threw were on what? Curl routes, except for the one. But if you notice, those is where he's getting those at. Bro, if you're watching film, listen to me. We was on a live with Law Nation last night, and I said to Law, look, man, everybody wants to have this conversation on was it Dak's fault or was it Michael Gallup's fault? You know what I say? I want to know why the hell that cornerback felt so comfortable breaking on that ball.
That's my point.
I'm going to tell you why. Because he already knew. My question is this. Why didn't the cornerback think Michael Gallup was running a curl and go? Why didn't he think he was running a double move? Why? Why did the cornerback 100% read and 100% go?
Well, let me say this real quick. You got to think about this. We're not even a vertical team. So why are we doing all these curl routes? Like, as in the mind of a wide receiver, man, look, every route stems off the threat of a deep route. For one, we don't even have the personnel to be running no deep routes, or we don't have the speed. Who on the team is going to scare you with speed?
Nobody. Anthony Brown, when he's healthy.
Who on the team besides Tony Pollard and Turpin, the players that they badly use, and that's going to threaten you with speed?
Hey, and think about this. I'm going to tell you this real quick, not to cut you off, but Turpin he has speed. He has no shakes. We all saw that on the punt returns.
But look, now, like I said, as a wide receiver, bro, the only way you can beat a DB is you threatening him with your speed. You threaten every route deep. Like, that's the DB mind first thing to try to stop is the deep ball. So if you get him to think you going deep, that's when the curl routes and the comeback routes and stuff work. We don't even throw the ball deep. So why are we running all these curl routes? Like, ain't nobody scared of that as a DB. First of all, you got to respect the wide receiver speed to even go for that. Ain't nobody respecting no hurt Michael Gallup speed. Ain't nobody respecting CeeDee Lamb deep speed. Like, he got to actually just go. Like, he got to beat him. See, you got to be actually afraid of their speed to be doing all these comeback and curl routes. And then if you think about that, we already known for them. Everybody knows we run curl routes all the time. Everybody knows this. So if you see him about to break down, you know you got to get low to break down into a curl route. You got to get low. So Michael Gallup is not the best in and out of his breaks to begin with.
And you don't. And
then if you're doing a curl route, you got to box him out. That's like a rebound.
Yeah.
Michael Gallup let the dude get in front of him. Like, all of this is a problem. Your whole ideology with this system is flawed. Like, we do not run vertical routes, so why are you thinking that these curl routes is just going to keep working?
And Landlord, and remember, we had, and Henny, I want your thoughts on this. And remember, we actually talked about this because you're a wide receiver. Landlord didn't put about 5 pounds on, but he actually a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying?
50.
55.
You know
what I'm saying? And he was a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we actually said this. We talked about this. I said, man, listen to me. For his first year, there's just certain routes I wouldn't even have Michael Gallup running. Like anything that has to have him immediately stopping and turning. No, not doing that. Not doing that. We're going to go straight, at most, slants.
Yeah, do some slant routes, man. Let him body people up. Like, you doing all these routes where he got to stop and turn around, and that's goofiness. Like, bro, do you know how slow Mike? I need to go look at his combine because Mike, I don't think he ever been that great in getting in and out of his breaks. Like,
and then this year alone, man, how many
playoff runs? It don't take all that from a quarterback, man.
Matter of fact, Jimmy G has more interceptions than touchdowns in the playoff wins. He won 4 playoff games. In those 4 games, he's thrown 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions.
Yeah,
it's not like he was a deciding factor in any of those matchups. So, you know, like,
I know how Cowboy fans' mind work anyway. If we would have won that game in a Jimmy G fashion with Dak Prescott with 1 touchdown and 100 yards, y'all would have still been dogging Dak. I know how y'all work.
Fact.
Y'all still would have been dogging Dak if this man would have had 100 yards passing and we would have won that game.
Yeah, and I mean, and the proof is in the pudding because, I mean, it's like there was fans that wanted to get rid of Dak after the Tom Brady game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is what folks got to understand, man. Like, you know, people going to like your quarterback. They not going to like your quarterback. I just think that is the inheritedness of your quarterback until they win a Super Bowl. That's just what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, because, I mean, that's just what it is, man. That's just what it is.
That's what I'm saying. This is not the Dak Cowboys. So, okay, these players come and go. Okay, you hate Dak. Let Dak go. Okay, now we can't let go Dak. So now we got to move forward and see what we can do. Okay, in the next 2 years, we need to be trying to figure out a good way to use Dak. And I feel like, to be quite honest, I doubt the Cowboys going to do it. It depends on what they do with Schultz. Schultz is a good tight end, but I literally want to see Dak Prescott with a great tight end.
Hold on.
We haven't seen him with a great tight end. He got the back years of Witten. Go ahead.
No, just to cut you off, because this person in the comment box keep asking how many quarterbacks have won Super Bowls after their 8th season. A lot of them. Like, Drew Brees did not win his first Super Bowl till year 9. Peyton Manning did not win his first Super Bowl till year 9. Matthew Stafford was in like his 13th year when he just won his Super Bowl. What's the other boy? Elway did not win his final Super Bowl, his 2 Super Bowls to the 2 last year of his career. It was like year 14 and 15.
I love
let me get right back to that tight end argument though.
Henny come here sliding there.
But look, think about this though. Dak Prescott got Jason Witten on the tail end of his career. Then now we never looked at Dalton Schultz as one of those elite tight ends. He is a good one. But I want to see Dak with a constant mismatch at tight end.
Yeah,
we haven't seen that. We haven't gave Dak a great tight end. Schultz is good, but we seen that he wasn't great. We've seen that.
But see, this is the thing, right? Like, the purpose of bringing in a great tight end, like Dak don't need to throw more. Like, that's just what it is. Like you don't need a great tight end. To be honest with you, you don't need him. Like, Schultz is good enough. You want to know why? Because we should only be throwing the ball 25 times. And those 25 times should be going to freaking CeeDee Lamb. Like, listen to me. We have gotten programmed so much. We're the only team that really thinks, and I know people are going to say, yeah, but the Chiefs, but the Chiefs got the best tight end. There's a difference between greats and but they have the best tight end. So that is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This offense doesn't really need mismatch. You already got mismatch. Like, you already have mismatch. And I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Like, listen.
Look, Schultz, we never regarded him as one of those guys.
Listen, but we don't have to listen to me. You don't have to regard him as one. You don't have to regard him as one. If that's the case, listen, give me DeAndre Hopkins, a better number 2 wide receiver over a tight end. Like, listen,
Wes, look, you missing my point. The reason I say a tight end, because who is the best friend of a quarterback?
The one we have right now.
And a tight end. A run game and a tight end. The run game was not there. The tight end did nothing.
The tight end did do
If
something.
you got a inferior quarterback like everybody say he is, you need to boost up your run game, and you need a great tight end and some wide receivers. You need to boost up all the weapons around them.
Yeah, but this is my thing, right? You have a tight end. That makes, like, in a perfect world, sure, get all the best. But in this world right now, it makes no sense. It would make no sense. First off, what would be that tight end? What would be that great tight end? I know everybody wants to talk about the Wilder kid from the Raiders, but it's like he is looking.
Brock Bowers out of Georgia.
We can draft, but listen, I'm not. I would honestly think that my 2 tight ends I have right now on my team in their second year will probably be better than any tight end that's coming out right now. And
Rob was one of those special ones.
Yes, but guess what? Listen to me.
You look like a Kelsey right now.
Listen to me. Everybody is special in January. Everybody is special.
I give you that one.
Everybody is special. And listen, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I got grown ass man aspirations. This is not the time to be playing around. We just won 12 games. The goal needs to be, what can we add to this team to make this team better? Like, this is not a rebuild. This ain't no damn rebuild. We need to add 1 or 2 pieces and try to get to 13 wins and try to get to the NFC Championship game. Like, Dak's best friend is the one he threw 2 touchdowns to in a playoff game. And think about this. Dalton Schultz has done something no Dallas Cowboy tight end has ever done. Scored 3 touchdowns in a playoff game. In the playoffs. Jason Witten ain't never did that. And think about this. He's going to get better next year. Listen to me. We need the number one thing that we need on this team right now. If you're going to throw the ball, if Kellen Moore is going to be your offensive coordinator and we're throwing the ball 35 times, I need the weapons on the outside to be so good that I don't give a damn. If we're going to throw the ball 37 times, go freaking get DeAndre Hopkins. Go get him.
I said that. Go, Jerry. We need nefarious Jerry to be going to get these players.
Go get him.
If I'm looking at it like this, if you super down on that, you need to put pressure on this football team to go make a big move.
Yes.
Go make a big move at the skill position. All these skill positions need to be upgraded.
And that's why
CeeDee Lamb and Tony Pollard was the only real weapons. And Zeke was okay. He wasn't a weapon. They ain't going into. I'm gonna just be real with y'all, bro. They're not going into the game planning for Zeke no more.
They're not going into the game planning to run. Like, don't even say Zeke, because there's this narrative out there in the last 5 games Zeke ain't been good. Bro, in the last 5 games, Tony Pollard ain't been good. Tony Pollard ain't scored a rushing touchdown in 6 weeks.
This is a fact. Both of these guys carries are down.
Bro, in the last 5 games, Tony Pollard, and I'll take out the playoff game. I'll take off the playoff game. But in the last 5 games, Tony Pollard's averaging 42 yards a game and 0 touchdowns. Think about this.
O-line play ain't been up to par either, though.
Hey, think about this. I'm going to tell you why they're not planning. It's not about Zeke. It's not even about Tony Pollard. It's not even about Dak running the ball. It's about nobody running the ball. Dak Prescott ran the ball 7 times in a win. The very next week, he ran the ball 4. Tony Pollard had 4 carries when he got hurt, and Zeke ended the game with 10. Think about this, fellas. Think about this. When Tony Pollard, if your game plan was to go into this game and say, we're going to run the ball at least 30 times, why didn't you? People going to say, okay, because Tony Pollard got hurt. Okay, Tony Pollard got hurt. Well, guess what? Tony Pollard was getting 2.1 yards when he got hurt. He wasn't getting no yardage either. And think about this. When you brought in Malik Davis, how many carries did you give him? You gave him 0. The game plan was never to run versus San Francisco. You want to know why? because Kellen Moore read the defensive scouting report and saw that they were the number 1 rushing defense, and he committed right then, I'm not going to be able to run against them.
He didn't even try.
And didn't even try, bruh.
And it's even crazier, like you mentioned, like running the ball is not just with the running back.
You didn't even try with Dak.
And Dak was getting yarded when he took off. Like Dak ran for two crucial first downs that game. So, like Dak Prescott was actually able to move against that defense. They were giving him running lanes.
You got faith in your O-line being able to run that good?
Listen to me. It ain't about. Listen to me.
That's because that's what I'm saying. Like, fellas, you want to run, but the O-line been getting whooped. Like,
listen, fellas. This is the number 5 defense versus the number 1 defense. Why did y'all pick the over? What are we talking here? You should have known this was going to be a low-scoring game. See, that's what I don't understand about Cowboy fans. Y'all really thought we was about to go in here in San Francisco. Like, I told you guys we should win 4. I actually said I think that if the Cowboys run the damn ball, you could probably get out of here in 14 points. You want to know why? Because I didn't think their offense was going to be able to score, and they really wasn't.
That's a good point. When Terrence Steele went down, his run game did get worse. It really did. He was dominant in the run game, bro. Yeah,
he was very dominant. In fact, we had a graph at one point that showed like the decline in rushing yards per attempt. I see if I could find it, but yeah, like our run game with the shit.
Bro, our run game. That's what I'm trying to say. Like our run game for the last month and a half has been horrible, and that's why I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. You know what I'm doing for my running backs? I'm bringing them both back. You want to know why? Because I have 2 alpha dogs who 100% love playing with each other. And they have no problem sharing the ball. I'm going to find a way to keep them both. Because think about this. If Kellen Moore is still your offensive coordinator, you're going to need them both. You're going to need them both. If you get rid, think about this. Imagine getting rid of Ezekiel Elliott, right? You have no Zeke on this team, right? Tony Pollard now has to pass block 37 times.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, when I said,
I want to let. Hold on. I want to let that sit in real quick. I want to let that simmer on your souls real quick. Mm-hmm. You get rid of Zeke. Tony Pollard's now blocking 37 times. And think about this. On top of blocking 37 times, you're also still expecting him to run the damn ball. But think about this. On the flip side, you get rid of Tony Pollard. Guess what? Your explosiveness on the outside is not there. It's not there. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't even know if Zeke can run a sweep, because when was the last time you saw Zeke run a sweep? The only thing I know Zeke can't do is I know he can't run in the A-gap. I think we all know that. But I'm just curious. When was the last time you guys saw Ezekiel Elliott run off tackle?
It's been a long time.
They don't do that. They do not do that at all. So you need them both.
I need some more weapons, bro. We need to upgrade.
Hey, hold up real quick. I want to shout out my boy Iceberg Slim. Iceberg, I know you disagree with me right now, and I know you're going through it, but listen, man, if you just keep on putting it in the comment box. At some point, you'll say something that I agree with, and we'll be back friends, man. It's all love. We got along. I ain't blocking nobody that I know is a Cowboy fan. Just disagree. You feel me? Folks listen because they pick out ones or twos. You feel me? You're a very intelligent person in the comment box, man. Keep on commenting. And my admins, y'all leave him alone, man. He's just upset right now. At some point of this month, I'll say something that he agree with, and he'll be right back rocking with your boy. You feel me? So don't even trip. You understand me? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to boost up my skill positions, bro.
Facts.
I really do, bro. And that includes running back, though. You know what I'm saying? Even though we can use them guys, we need, bro, listen. When you going into the game planning to defend the Dallas Cowboys, this is what you got to use, your mind when you talking about defending the Cowboys. Who are you concerned with?
Facts.
Who are you concerned with?
Facts.
CeeDee Lamb and who else?
Nobody. Well,
that's my point. You need more skill.
So listen to me. Put the skill on the outside. Put that skill on the outside. Because think about this. I
want to overhaul. It don't matter where you put it. I need more.
Landlord, I'm okay. Listen to me, Landlord. Listen to me. If we're gonna commit to Kellen Moore, upgrade everything. But
I'm not committing. I don't want to. But I don't want to commit to Kellen Moore. Sir.
But my question is, do you think? But my question is, do you? I know you. Come on, I know we all.
I don't want to, man. You can't put that on. Don't put that evil on me. I don't want to commit to Kellen Moore.
Okay, let me say the question better. Because that is true. That is. I want to set you up. Somebody gonna clip that clip, and they gonna be like, "Landlord from Alabama supports Kellen Moore."
No, I do not.
Yeah, they is. Yeah, they is. They gonna clip it. But hey, listen. All right, well, there's a really good chance Kellen Moore doesn't get that Carolina job.
It's a great chance he does.
There's a really good chance. Why? Because there are, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. Let me tell you this. Also, Steve Smith, man, he said some crazy stuff about Kellen Moore today. I hate when players tear down other players, man.
So that was real?
I hope it wasn't.
What happened?
But I'm gonna tell you this, Landlord.
I seen that post, but I was assuming it was fake news.
Listen, Landlord. Listen to this, Landlord. It doesn't have to be true. It don't have to be true in 2022.
You're right.
It don't have to be true. You know what I'm saying? It don't.
What was said?
He said that after seeing Kellen Moore's final play of the game, that he would. There's no way that he would sign Kellen Moore. Blah blah blah. But hey, let me clarify something real quick, because I said I would bring back Zeke. I would bring back Zeke. I would. Absolutely. You want to know why? Because I see both my running backs diminish. See, what you guys have a higher expectation of Ezekiel Elliott. Why? Because where he's drafted and what you've seen him do. Right? Great players, fans never allow great players to age. That's what you guys understand, right? Now, you guys are looking at the offense right now. Tony Pollard's going to be coming off an injury. I'm saying I'm keeping Ezekiel Elliott by necessity. Not by luxury, by necessity. The reason being is because, one, I have an offense that's predicated on what? Throwing the ball. I have probably one of the best pass rushing running backs in all of football. Secondly, I'm probably going to be able to work a good deal out with him. As much as you guys don't like Zeke or blase, because we love turning on our stars, and I like that. You want to know why I like it? Because you guys do have high expectations on these guys, and that's cool. That's cool. But let's just remember that there's assets to be given. Now, think about this. Same thing I said a couple minutes ago. Are we trying to restart our offense? Are we trying to rebuild? Because I don't trust Kellen Moore with a new running back, no number 2 wide receiver. New quarter, y'all want to trust Kellen Moore with that? Like, you need Cowboy Nation. I'm begging y'all. And guess what? You guys can disagree with me. I'm not tripping. But this is a fact. We don't need a rebuild. We need to tweak. I know you guys are frustrated about this season. I get it. I'm frustrated too. But this is not the year to burn it down. No. We are too, and I'm going to tell you this right now. Next year is going to be harder. You want to know why? Because the Cowboys have not made it to the playoffs 3 years in a row. Since when? Since 1995. Mm-hmm. So we are fighting an even harder uphill battle. And I'm going to tell you this right now. And listen to me. Since we were good enough to make it to the second round of the playoffs, you know what that also means? All your draft picks are going to suck, bro.
Yep.
You're picking in the back of every round. And you're in an organization that does not like to sign free agents. If you get rid of Zeke, your starting running backs are going to be Tony Pollard and Malik Davis. Are you ready for that?
They got Saquon available. What about Saquon? He can't stay healthy, though.
Can't stay healthy at all. And that'll be my one pushback on Saquon Barkley.
That boy nice, though. Yeah, I'm just be real.
My question is this. Do you think the Cowboys would sign Saquon Barkley?
No, absolutely not. Don't kill our dreams so bad.
Not after the Zeke contract. They listen. The Dallas Cowboys will probably never make another running back one of the highest paid players again. So like it's over with for Saquon. And think about this: the
Giants can franchise tag him. Why wouldn't they? The franchise tag is going to be like $9 million. Why would you not franchise tag Saquon Barkley? Somebody please explain that to me. Why would the Giants not franchise tag him for $9 million? $9.5 million. That's lower than the tight end.
That's just wishful thinking.
Saquon ain't going nowhere. He gonna get franchised.
But like I said though, man, if we want to win, we got to try to win with Dak for the next 2 years at least. So all I'm saying is, man, go get us some weapons, bro. Y'all was cheapskated us this year. Y'all did not go really commit to this year. And like I said, yesterday, man, this window is closing.
Facts.
I don't know if y'all realize that or not. This window is closed.
Facts.
It's not completely closed yet. That's why I'm saying this movement. Bring back the old Jerry. Bring back nefarious Jerry, because we need him for at least these next 2 years.
Hey, real quick.
Go make a move.
Hey, real quick, Iceberg. If we're able to get Bijan Robinson, absolutely. I love you, Zeke. Goodbye.
Look, now let me get right back to it.
Facts.
You right about that.
Facts.
But look,
if we can get Bijan Robinson, bye.
If we can get this, we gotta strike while the iron is hot, y'all. This window is closing. Like it is. Regardless of what you think, it is. So we need to act accordingly. Like Jerry Jones need to actually go make some moves. We need to commit. Go all in. Quit trying to be cheap.
Put a ring on it.
If you want, look, this is what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm finna have to wrap it up for my side in a minute.
All right.
But look, if you keep playing scared money, it don't make no money, and you gonna be mid for the foreseeable future. Gamblers win in this game. Look at what the Eagles did. Look at what San Francisco did. They just gambled twice. They gambled on the draft pick for Trey Lance, then they come right back and gamble on CMC. You gotta shoot, bro. Shoot or shoot. Shoot or shoot, bro. We ain't when the last time we did a risky move?
We haven't. You can't
they considered Amari Cooper as a risky move, and that was just a 1 first round pick. Like, bro, go for the gusto, bro.
I will give.
You don't take a big move, man. You will be forever mid. That's what we will be.
I want to know y'all. I want to know your thoughts.
Foreseeable future.
I want to know your thoughts before y'all get out of here, because you said weapons. DeAndre Hopkins. What are y'all thoughts?
Yes, please. DK.
This is my thing.
DK, you think DK may be available? You think he's gonna be available?
They saying that I'm hearing rumbles that he might be trying to move on.
Bruh, for the 27th pick, I will give Seattle or can't. I will listen to me. If I'm gonna draft oh my God, poor Jalen Tolbert. I know, but I'm giving up that 27th pick for Hopkins or DK.
I wouldn't give up the 27th for Hopkins, but I definitely would give for DK.
Well, wait. What did they give up for Hopkins to get him? What did they even give up? They didn't give up.
It was a second round pick.
Okay, yeah. So no, but that was early.
And this is the thing: we are slow as hell. If we bring in a receiver, I would prefer DK based off his explosive potential than DeAndre, who has lost a step. Because we, like you said, we have no speed, no vertical speed on this team. We have a bunch of wide receivers that do the damn same thing.
Shoot for the stars and land on the moon with Cooks at the very least. Like I said, if Jared ain't targeting these top wide receiver free agents and stuff, to me that says a lot about it, and he don't really want to win as bad as he say he do. That's just me.
Well, I mean, I
Stephon Diggs would be a good one too.
I don't think Stephon Diggs going anywhere. I don't think he's going anywhere.
He talking a lot now. He's
talking. He's just talking. He's not going nowhere.
He's just talking. He's frustrated. He's just like some of our fans. Yeah, like he lost a very tough game. That's just he really like dude. He's fine.
Yeah, he's not going nowhere.
I need everybody talking about trading Dak Prescott to be realistic. We cannot trade Dak Prescott.
No, you can't. Unless you want
no trade clause.
Listen, you cannot trade Dak Prescott unless Dak Prescott agrees to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you this right here. This year, I have no problem. I don't have. Listen, if I'm able to bring back, I'm gonna be able to bring back Zeke because his contract is hella workable. And then the cool thing about Tony Pollard is you're gonna be signing him injured. So it sounds like I'll be able to get both those guys back for cheap. So yeah, I'm not touching either one of those. You wanna know why? Because there's probably a good chance that my offensive coordinator is not gonna change. So if you start changing parts, you know what that means. You need adaptation. You know, Kellen Moore doesn't do well with a lot of change. Think about this. You added T.Y. Hilton in the middle of the season. What did that do to your offense? Nothing. You got one play.
Let me just say that before we wrap it up, man. Look, CeeDee Lamb did all this with an injured Michael Gallup and no more help for real. So if you don't look at D-Hop like that no more, just imagine him on the side of CD.
As your number
like
two.
That would
as
be nice.
As your number
that
two.
would be nice, bro.
As your number two.
So now, even if we're not looking at D-Hop as a savior, even if he ain't, and he might be the more realistic target because he on a downswing a little bit. But if you put him alongside of CeeDee Lamb, bro, we'll be lit. I'm telling you.
Hey, y'all got 2 minutes? Y'all got 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, last name. Jalen Ramsey.
Yep.
Man.
For the first, they gonna want a first round pick for him.
I give it up because him and Trey on the man.
And think about this. You think about this. I think I had my argument. I had my argument for wide receiver wrong. I don't think the Cowboys would take a wide receiver at 27. I think they would take a corner at 27 or in the second round. If you're gonna take
that's why I said go get a receiver in free agency.
Yeah.
And then go get a corner first round. That's what I'm thinking.
Imagine having Ramsey and Diggs, bro. That'd be ridiculous.
D-Hop won't even take no picks either. I think he a real free agent. If I ain't mistaken.
Let's go look.
I think he a real free agent.
All right, go ahead, Henny.
No, so I'm gonna just go look and see if DeAndre Hopkins is a free agent or not.
I know Hopkins almost had 1,000 yards in like 9 games. That boy was going dumb.
And then Cooks is a free agent too.
Listen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all this right here.
We was looking at him last year.
Hey, listen to me. I have one rule. When I'm talking about fixing my team, don't talk to me about money. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk. If they want him, they'll figure it out. The Cowboys almost traded for Brandon Cooks, who's going to make $18 million next year.
Oh, they said you'll have to trade for D-Hop too.
Yeah, he's still in the contract.
He got 2 more
still in the
years.
contract. Yeah,
2 more years.
Okay. So Cooks will be the lowest one. That's probably who we gonna get. You know, they said they was negotiating to the Bulls on the trade deadline, but I don't know if he gonna move the needle as much. Know what I'm saying? But I think he can add to the team, though.
Well, shoot, man, I appreciate y'all for watching today, man. This was a very interactive show. We got a lot of content in, talked a bunch of stuff today, man. We laughed, we cried, we agreed, we disagreed, we trolled, we commuted. We did everything we were supposed to do today, man. I appreciate y'all for watching and commuting today, man. But, yo, as I get out of here, man, shoot, man, let them know where they can find you. Let them know where next time you're going live.
Already, man. Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media, man. I probably do me a trap show. You know, we might be live in the trap at maybe 11 tomorrow, somewhere like that, Central Time. Y'all come through and holler at your boy, man.
HTM, let them know.
Yeah, man, it's Henny DeMoore over here at HTM Sports. It's Henny DeMoore on Facebook. You want to tap in there. And it's HTM Sports on all other platforms. So I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. And then, hey, man, you guys already know what it is. It's your boy, West Coast, man. Hey, everybody will be live and be dropping content today, tomorrow, every day. One thing, hey, I'm going to tell you, we got to have a conversation about that Deron Payne, too, because that's a name that need to be out there, too, god dang it.
Bama boy.
Yeah, we can't stop. Like, matter of fact, I think that, hey, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say it live on air. I'm not going to make a video or anything on Deron Payne until Landlord or HTM do something on it, because they the college dudes. They didn't watch the dude in college. I'm asking you guys. I want to know, Landlord. I want to know, HTM, would you bring Deron Payne to the Dallas Cowboys? Don't answer now. Do it in some content and make them watch it. You feel me? But, hey, you feel me? But, hey, get ready for that content to come in. Make sure you guys get ready for that content coming. But, hey, man, we appreciate y'all. And you guys already know what it is. Never look down because it starts up. Peace. I was going to say when I'm always live, but, man, just have your notifications on.